What an opening. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I am the Survivor Dude. You might know me also as Laser Dude. I've made YouTube videos reviewing movies and comic books and video games, but just recently I did a video on my assessment of the Winners at War cast, and it blew up. There was a lot of people that liked it, and I thought, you know what the heck? I want to do that. I want to just talk about every single episode, throw it out there. So it is my new channel, the Survivor Dude. But enough about that. I don't want to talk about that. New channel, blah, blah, blah. Please subscribe. Who cares? What an episode! Holy shoot! I mean, I just realized I didn't close the door, so I might want to do that because, some people might be sleeping. Anyway, now here's the thing. I'm a humongous Survivor fan, and I was on pins and needles this entire night watching this thing because every time the vote would flip, I'm like, oh no, not Adam. No, oh no, not Jeremy. Oh no, not Natalie. Oh no, not Denise. Oh no, not Tyson. Not Kim. Okay, Amber, you can go. But, whew, sheesh, this episode went nothing like how I thought it would go. I want to first give a hand for Yul. Yul, holy crap, I was looking forward to Yul coming back. I thought that it was so great that he was coming back, but I did not expect to see him shot out of a cannon like he was in this episode, controlling his entire tribe. I mean, seriously, he has the group with all the individual players. He's grouped them all together. He has the closest connection that I've seen with Sandra and Sarah, and now he's looping Tony in, and you see that little moment where he puts his hand on Kim's shoulder like, it's gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright, just come along with me. Everyone jump on the Yul train. He's gonna take control of this game, and holy crap, so many people said Yul doesn't really have a good shot. I wonder if they're still saying that after tonight, because some of the people who I thought had a definite shot, everyone was going to want to work with, got when the talks were maybe Denise to go, I was like, how? How is this a thing? Denise is the number one person who I thought everyone would want to align with. And everyone's talking about her going first. This is not happening. I mean, okay, let's just talk about, so other surprises. The Boston Rob Parvati duo, that itself is surprising enough because, how they didn't work too well in the last time they played. But the fact that they not only joined together, but everyone went along with them? What? How? How did this happen? How did they, there was that moment where they're both on the beach, how are we doing this? How are we in charge? We're the two biggest targets out here. And I was just like, yeah, I don't get this either. But I love it. I love it because they make such a good team. That scene with Rob on the beach with Ben, and Ben's just like, well, somebody brought your name out. Who was it? I don't want to say it. That makes me not trust you. Well, it was a girl. Which girl? See, Ben, I really don't trust you when you talk to me like this. Okay, it was Danny. I mean, it's just like, man, this episode, I know it probably won't go for the long haul, but this episode showed why the legends are legends. Everyone thought at the beginning of this, Sandra, dead to rights, Parvati, dead to rights, Rob, dead to rights. One of those three is probably going home first. Neither one of them went home. In fact, Sandra's name didn't even come up. And you know what? Neither was Rob or Parvati's name brought up. Now, I think as the game slows down and people start to feel where all the alliances are, they're going to be targeted really soon. But, I mean, still right now, the MVP of the show is Yul. Yul has the best connections with everybody so far, and I'm loving it. I mean, okay, let's talk about the people who went home. Natalie, I was so disappointed. Because I did my Survivor draft, and Natalie was one of my people that I had picked. I swear I thought she was going to be underestimated. I swear everyone was going to be looking at, Natalie's not that intimidating. We can get rid of her later. But I did think the one thing that could throw a pin in that is the Jeremy-Natalie friendship. And yeah, that is interesting because, the Jeremy-Natalie friendship, of course, I knew how close they were. Everyone else knew how close they were, but I didn't think it was going to be, boom, right out of the game, we got to target that. I thought that was something that you would target later down the line. But here's the thing. Here's my biggest thing. I don't think Rob and Parvati realize the enemy they made in Jeremy. Okay? Because Jeremy does not take a scorned earth lightly. Okay? He does not. He is the type of person that he wants. He's like, you come after me, I'm going to burn your house down. That's the sort of thing. And I think he's going to come after Rob hard. And I think he could have used Jeremy as an ally, and I don't think Rob can win him back. I think maybe he could have won back Natalie for a little bit. I think Natalie could have gone into the play dead scenario like she did with John, and then maybe they could have got out that, but I don't see it. And I see the Jeremy, Ben, Adam, Denise, and Michelle crew taking over that tribe very quickly, unless one of them finds an idol. But until then, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Okay, what else do we got here? We got Ethan, got some decent airtime, and he did a lot of good job. I love how he was yelling all the orders, like, everybody move, and everything. Jeff still never misses a moment to compliment Boston Rob. Boston Rob carried the whole team on his back. And to be fair, what Rob did there in the challenge, lifting them over, that was very smart. But Jeremy, man, a beast by throwing those things, those rings onto the oars. That was really good. What else? Fire tokens, they haven't necessarily been too bad yet. Sandra has an idol because of one, only good for the next two tribal councils, and she didn't play it, which was smart because I think she could tell that the votes were not coming after her, even though they should be. But I think if Amber or Kim played an idol, I think she's also playing her idol. But yeah, here's the thing. Here is the thing. Sandra, I think, isn't in trouble yet, because I think Yul is playing this smart. Because think about it. Who are some of these best players on the tribe? Everyone would say Kim, Tyson, maybe Tony is one of the best players. All of them are working under Yul, and of course Sandra, but I don't want to say Sandra's working under Yul, let's say Sandra's working with Yul. Tyson was scrambling. I was so afraid that Tyson was going to go home, like, no, Tyson, don't leave, Tyson, stay. We need the fun, we need you to stay. But I was glad that he didn't go home, but now Tony's after him, and that could be bad news for Tyson if he doesn't get back into the numbers. I think that Tyson was just trying to throw out Tony because he thought it'd be an easy vote, but Tony was playing smart this time. Tony wasn't running around looking for idols. He was staying hidden in camp. He didn't even start to become any manic at all until he heard that Tyson brought his name up. And so, yeah, I think that it's an interesting alliance. Yul, Wendell, Sophie, Nick, and I think Tony, Sarah, and Sandra are also in part of that. I think that those five, I think Yul is at the center, and I think he and Sophie are in a really good spot right now, because I think everyone's revolving their game around him, and I think that might come to bite him in the butt later on. Yul is just a natural born leader, though. Now, the fire tokens, well, I started talking about them earlier, but I think that while they did take up a lot of time on how to explain how they work, I think part of me is like, yeah, they're not the worst. I just would have liked it if it was more, I think I would have enjoyed it more if there was something like you gave it, but you still were ejected from the game. Because I'm like everybody else, I don't like Edge of Extinction. I kind of like the whole thing where you can influence the game, so you got to be more worried about who you vote out. But I think I would have liked fire tokens as a last exit thing, a last exit move. Like, well, I'm voted out, but here's a screw you to those who voted me out, and I'm out the door. I think then I would have liked them a little bit more. But what else? Okay, I'm going to do an MVP of the night, but obviously no spoilers here. It's Yul. Yul's MVP. Yul's MVP for the second vote off. I'm gonna put Rob and Parvati tied for MVPs of the first vote off. I mean, seriously. Besides them, maybe Adam had the most impact in getting Natalie voted off, because Adam was like, "Hey, Denise, we're not going. I'm going to go to them and convince them that Natalie or Jeremy have to go. And I guess he did a good enough job, and I think he did good enough convincing them. So I think but I'm still going to give it to Rob and Parvati because I think they were just the ones that wrangled that whole thing together. Whew. I think that's basically it. I'm just saying, guys, we don't like Edge of Extinction. Fire tokens may be a little bit overpowered and a little confusing at best. But, also, this season's starting pretty good, okay? Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be good for all of it. You know, it's very possible that maybe something like, if Natalie wins, I'm not going to be happy. And I love Natalie. I'm telling you, I had her as one of my top 5 winner picks. But I think that in the end, I think that as long as somebody who hasn't been on Edge of Extinction for the entire game doesn't win, we'll be fine. You know? We will be fine. Predictions for next week. I think Yule is the type of player for the Red Tribe. I think he likes to lock down an alliance and be more solid. So I don't see him flip-flopping to, let's say, vote off Sandra right away. But I think he's probably going to want to, I don't know, maybe he will, because I think he's putting that little hand gesture there. I think he's wanting to move Kim into his alliance, but I'm not sure about Tyson. I'm not sure if there's a place for Tyson. I mean, maybe if Tony starts going all wackadoodle, he might not want to work with him. But I think that overall, see, this is the thing. Who do I think is going off over who do I think is going to actually play well? Okay, I'm gonna say on the Blue Tribe, I'm gonna say that they vote off Boston Rob. Yeah, I just think it makes sense. I love the guy and he did great work tonight, but I just think it makes sense for Jeremy to get Michelle, Ben, Adam, and Denise, and that's the 5 right there. That'd be the controlling alliance. The only thing is, like, can anybody in that other 4 take one of these people? You know? Does Adam want to move over here? But I don't know where he would fit in there. Who knows? I mean, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's either... I'm going to say it's Boston Rob or Ben. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to give 2 possibles. No, okay, I'm going to say it's Boston Rob. I can't cheat. For the Red Tribe, I think, as I said, I think Yule's going to lock down his numbers. It might be Kim or Tyson. I'm going to say, crap, I don't want to say Kim, but right now it's looking like that. But I don't know. I'm not going to make a prediction for the Red Tribe because it's just... Maybe I shouldn't make predictions yet. I just have no idea where this game is really going to go. But, yeah. Whew. Winners at War is off to a great start. I'm on pins and needles because I don't want most of these people to go home. Yeah, let's see, Michelle can go home. Danny, I don't care for a whole lot. Not that I hate these people. I just, it's like, even them, I just, like, I don't want anybody to go home, but somebody's got to win this game. So I just couldn't be happier with how things on the Red Tribe has worked out for the most part, except for the fact that Kim is my winner pick, and she might be going home next week. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Please leave in the comments what your predictions are for next time. What do you feel about the first episode? You can put your complaints about how the Edge of Extinction sucks. I will be with you 100%. And yeah, but I want to hear your opinion on fire tokens as well. Maybe they're not so bad. Maybe they could work in a season that isn't Edge of Extinction as well. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see how this all turns out. But in the meantime, I am Laser Dude, and see you around. I'm the Survivor Dude. Sorry, I'm also the Laser Dude. That's where I review movies over on that channel. So if you want check that out. You can do that, but for this time, Survivor. Yeah, sorry, my bad.